Well, hello folks, welcome back to episode 8 of this Tennis Manager 2023 series. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back at the Custard Tennis Academy and we're following on to see how Crusty Bun's been getting on since since we were last with him. It's gone well actually. We've played a couple of tournaments. Yeah, he didn't do quite as well in the previous tournament as I'd have expected, but he's got to another final in a Junior 60 event, so he could get his biggest win ever. We've been here before, but this time surely Crusty is going to do it. So let's have a little look how things have gone in the last couple of weeks. Remember, we are doing a 1 week on, 1 week off approach, with the hope that means he can reap the benefits of training, but then doesn't lose shape as a result of that. So this is his last tournament. It was a Junior 30 event in Limassol, and it was a bit of a weird one. We got through the first 3 rounds very, very easily, playing people who are quite frankly ranked quite a way below us. 6-3, 6-1 against the Ukrainian the first round. Second round, a 6-1, 6-4 victory over Romanian, and then Shurnia Bajwara. I think we've played a few times. That's nothing like how they pronounce their name, but 6-2, 6-1 victory. And we then played the lowest ranked player, not quite actually, but almost the lowest ranked player that we played. We were 6-love up in the first set, then 3-love up in the second set, and then we lost it. And I don't know what happened. No idea. But we went out the semi-final stage. I guess it was just, one of those things. She kind of got distracted by, I don't know, an orange in her bag or something. But at the end of that tournament, we were ranked 176th in the world. So we are still improving. Remember, the goal at the end of this season is to get into the top 200. So we're already there, and we're only halfway through the year. So here we are in this boys 60 event, and you can see it's okay. It's been a little bit more tricky. We're playing opposition who are closer ranked to us, but we're still now ranked first. We're 157th. How did that happen? Why are we? I don't know. But we got a good first round victory, which was quite difficult, and we went all the way to the playoff right at the end, or the tiebreak as they call it, and won 6-4 on the tiebreak. So that was positive. Or 7-4, 6-4. I can't remember. Yeah, I've got a mental block. How far do tie-breaks go? Then another American, Rudy Quain, 6-1, 6-4. This was a lot easier. And then the next one, the quarterfinals against South Korean Min Suk Mang. I beat them 6-3, 6-2. Again, fairly straightforward. And then it was a much more difficult opposition in 4th seed Nikos Lehman, who was 208th in the world. We beat them 6-2, 6-3 easily. And we have what should be a fairly routine match, considering the matches we've played up to now, against this Mexican Tuisan Lodi, who only got through their match because of an injury against the slightly higher ranked player. But they did beat the 5th seed. It was tight, mind you, but they did win that. So I think this is going to be an interesting one. In terms of what's going on in the background, let's just have a quick look at that before we get into this game. Infrastructure-wise, obviously, we can't do anything. The bank account is empty. We are waiting. As you see, every month we are losing money. And we're not really making a huge amount through these tournaments. So that's a thing. We can see we got a little bit from our equipment supplier, but it's not great. The one thing I have done, or we are trying for this tournament, because there were some comments about the strength of serve or the power of serve, we've changed the racket we're using. And I've not really played around with this too much, but we're going for the power racket, which takes a little bit away from accuracy. In the comments, I'd love to know which of the racket options do you tend to go for? Because it looks like it's control, where we can focus on accuracy, power, where we can focus on power, and then this one, which is the one we were using, which focuses on spin. I don't think that's necessary, but that's that's what we're going for. So let me know, where do you look to focus, or does it depend a little bit on who your player is? So here is what Crusty is looking like at the minute after a couple of weeks of training. And you can see we are really starting to get these physicals up. We are trying now, I think, just maybe focus a little bit on the serve to try and make the most out of that, but we're keeping the physicals up there. And you can also see our focus is now reached 10. So we are improving, definitely in this physical area, not so much in the technical area, but we're going to start thinking about that, I think, now. Just throwing the odd technical only sort of approach in there. But I think having a stamina of 11 at this age is going to be great. I want to get that at least up to 13 before we start focusing too much elsewhere. But I'm really happy that we're not far away from having the majority of physical attributes as into double figures, and I think that's maybe 2 weeks away before we can say that, which is great. Okay folks, let's dive in, let's play a final, and after the final I will do a week's training, because I know there are certain people who are quite interested to see how I go about the training, and I'll show you what I've been doing there. So, never played this player before. They're ranked way down below us. They have been on a good little run here, but as you can see, they're not doing fantastically outside of this. Otherwise, their ranking would be a lot higher. They are on good form. 80% win rate on this surface, which is something, and they are a power player, which is again not something we like. So we will have to make some adjustments here. We're going to push back a little bit just to give ourselves a little bit more time to hit those shots. Right, I think we're going to push it up on key points just for this final. Okay, so we are troubled, but we're demotivated and troubled, and I need to really understand the linear kind of pathway, and just to know how low, for example, demotivated is on that path. So I think we either go for a relax or something that's going to motivate. This match is for you. It's an important step in your career. That feels like it's going to motivate. Damn it. What would have been the correct answer there then? That feels like a confidence one. That's the relaxation. That's not going to do anything. It's probably anger her or him. That's probably going to be emotion. Was there a way to get motivation up? Should we have just gone for relaxation? It might be that there's not always a route out. But here we go. We're into the final. We might just have to do some chatting in between points just to try and get her motivation up. As you can see, there is nothing in the world outside of this court. It's it. That's it. I don't think we need to change tactics. We're going to stick with this defensive. I need to start maybe throwing in, figuring out what our third thing is going to be. That may be something important to do between this the next episode and this one. Right, well, we have an early opportunity. It's been a bit of a tight game, but we've got an advantage. Oh, now that looked a good return. I was not too disappointed there. Another opportunity here. 15-40. Easy win on our own serve. But we're pushing him on his serve. He's gone long. He's gone long, and we have that first break. That's huge. Tighter service game for us, but we have another break opportunity, and this would take it to 4-1. Just use that spin. Oh, I thought we had it. That was a really nice return. He's got it back to Juice. Just holding on. Another advantage for us. Come on, Crusty. You can see that power, but just use that shot backhand. He's going to make mistakes. like that. And we have got a 4-1 lead. So we look good for this first set, folk. All the way through. It's a 5-1 up, and we are 30-40 up. Here we have a set point and a second serve. Come on, Crustos. Oh, no. Second opportunity for the game, and the first set, not quite. Another opportunity for the first set here. Come on, Crusty. That's nicely done. Oh, there we go. Used the space, and he was in no man's land there, and just did brilliantly. So there we go. We take the first set. That was pretty much as we hoped. I think we just carry on. I mean, maybe we'll just have a look at the stats. So this is possibly something that could change. 7 double faults, 2 aces. We've not had a single ace or a single double fault. So if he gets his on top of his serve, that might be a bit of a problem. But let's see how this second set plays out. Oh, we were 40-15 up. It's now an advantage to Lodi. But he doesn't do well there. It's into the net. Another opportunity to Lodi. Goes down the middle again. Just using that backhand slice, and it's so difficult there to control it. What's this, the third break opportunity? I mean, it would be huge. He hasn't hold on. It's his first break. Disappointing. Well, it's going the opposite direction. We're 15-40 down now. And all right, although we were doing all right on his serve, it looks like he's changed something up. And that's just out. Just out. We absolutely need to hold on to this. If we are going to get this set, we do need to make sure we win this point. Come on. That's a nice hit. Oh, into the net. And we are 4-1 down. What disastrous. And it's gone. It's completely mirrored. It's 6-1. This is going to be on Lodi's serve. And I think we need to have a talk at the end of this set. Just long there. So what has he done? How has he improved this? I don't know. It's gone long there, 30-40. I mean, it would be big just to pull this back, just for our own confidence, because we've won one game so far. Oh, it's into the net. Seems like a lot of mistakes. It's completely it's completely switched around. 4 double faults to us, no aces. And our first third percentage is down to 34. So I think what we have to do here is do something about that as a bare minimum. We're going to take the risk down of all of our service, of all of our serves. I think that's what we're going to do there. I don't know. I think we'll stick with that. We'll target his backhand as well. Is he getting more? Can we actually see that? Forehand winners, backhand winners. Yeah, so we target his backhand because he's getting more winners. I haven't had a single backhand unforced error. Right. He's troubled. He's anxious. He's indecisive. Right. What do we do? What do we do here? This might be really important. Right, I'm going for this one. The results will depend on a few decisive points. Make sure you win these points. We've upped his motivation. So that is good. Just a second. And we are going to up his intensity level on the key points here. Right. And we've got a chance here. It's 30-40 on his serve. We didn't have any chances in the last set. Not quite enough. Another opportunity. He's not missing that much. That's an awful hit off the top of the racket, and we have a break. Well, we did win our own serve, but it's now 15-40 on our serve, so this will be to get the break back. Important stuff that Crusty does what he needs to here. Back to 30-40. Come on. That's a risky backhand. Oh, and into the net, and it's 2-all. Oh, we should have taken that, but we didn't, and we've got an advantage against us on our serve. Too many mistakes, and we've now 4-2 down. This looks bad, folks. Oh no. And I think this might be it. I mean, if we get back from here, there's just Crusty's making too many errors, and Lodi's not making the errors now. It's turned around. Oh, it's gone long, so we are still in it, but just about. Well, we got the game win, but we're now 15-40 down on his serve. We're going to shout something and hope that motivate. Up to his motivation here. Oh no! Oh, he's kept it in. Oh dear. He's gone long. We're still in it. We're still in it. Oh bloody hell. Just want one hope. One little bit of hope. Oh, he's gone into the net. No, no. That was it. It was a lovely little drop shot, and he didn't make the most of it. Oh, there it is. He battled hard at the end there, but just gave away the points at the wrong time. We're not going to watch him dance. Oh, and another loss in a final. Well, we've motivated. It seems to be that's the big problem. The motivation seems to really be the most fluctuating, which it's frustrating. That is so frustrating. How many times do we do this? We get 700 quid, but never win the finals. Every time. So we're up to 141st, so we're top 150, which is pretty awesome. But the frustrating thing is, it almost doesn't matter who we're up against in the final. So there must be something I'm doing, because this is the same issue I have with Shaunetta, which you just can't. I can't get the wins when I need to, when the pressure's really on. Advice would be nice. Right, I'm going to set up the training and then I'll talk you through it. Right, folks. So this is the tactical approach that I've gone for. This tends to be the way I do things, at least at the moment. And there's still, remember, that experiment to come where we are going to explore this and exactly what we can get away with. But the way I've been running it is that we do either a heavy or a medium intensity training every morning, and then every other morning we do a light training intensity activity, which pushes us up into the heavy but not the super heavy training. And I think that does a good thing, and this should have some profound effects in terms of actually getting up to the next level, although I'm still not sure whether the next level actually means much, because if we go up, or if we got 5% of a particular training area, and that takes us to the next level, does that mean we're just that little bit better, or is it the whole point that we've gone up? It's not really clear to me how that works, but let's see how this works on the train. There should be quite a significant uptick in a variety of places. Notice we have starting to put in powerful serve in there. We're looking to up the serve power, because I think that's going to be important to start to have that as a bit of a weapon as we get higher into higher and higher levels. Endurance test, always put that in. Remember, you do need to make sure that your game plans are trained as well. So it's a bit of a mix of stuff, but the majority of this stuff is a physical approach. Ignore what it says up there. Okay, let's have a look what that's done. Well, we've got some improvements. Look, lots of things into double figures. There'll be a lot more than this, I suspect. Oh, look at that. Well, agility, balance, natural fitness and focus all getting much higher. Stamina, I mean, if we can get stamina up to 13 relatively quickly, that would be great. Reflex is still not quite increased to the next point, but yeah. And you can see serve power is making some improvements there. No, that's all. I think this all looks good. I wonder whether spin is something we should also think about focusing on, considering how important the slice backhand is for us. Yeah, let me know about that. Where would you be focusing in your training approaches? Anyway, folks, we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed that. Bit of a disappointing result in the tournament, in the final. Shawnetta winning the first set easily and then losing the second and third set. Not quite sure quite how that's gone on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one, as we're going to move a fair bit forward into the next level. Hopefully we might be almost good enough to get into the qualifiers, maybe for the US Open. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Well, we'll see what happens. But hopefully see you very soon. Like, subscribe, goodbye.